This year, a whopping 16,140 brands rocked the customer service scene with Gorgias. They supported over 77 million shoppers and handled millions of tickets. Before we look forward into 2024, let's shine a spotlight on how 6 top-performing industries delivered customer service this year. From foodies to fashion icons, we'll see how these industries changed the game by answering questions at lightning speed. And of course, we'll dive deep into what customers were curious about and get insights from customers about what's in store. Let's get into it. This year, the growing e-commerce community on Gorgias managed to amass a jaw-dropping $1.45 billion in revenue. And you can't forget, that's all with the help of a dedicated customer service team. Here's what support success looked like in 2023. The average first response time was about 7.6 hours. This means customers got replies the day of. Resolution time at 18.6 hours. This is great. We're getting customers answers in under a day. And a CSAT score of 4.5 out of 5. That's right. We had some very satisfied customers this year. If you're interested in a more comprehensive breakdown of industry performance, you'll find the link to our 2023 e-commerce trends blog post in the description below. Okay, with that out of the way, let's start our journey with the standout industries of 2023. Here are 3 industries that top the list with their unique support achievements. First up, the industry with the fastest response times. Drum roll, please. Food and beverage. This industry's 15% automation rate combined with agent efficiency proved to be a game changer. They reached a first response time almost 3 hours faster than the industry average. The primary challenges that kept food and beverage support teams on their toes revolved around shipping status, customer feedback, and reports of damaged products. Here's what their stats look like. A first response time of 5 hours. Amazing when you compare it to the industry average of 7.6 hours. A resolution time of 17.2 hours. That's 1.5 hours faster than the industry average. And a CSAT score of 4.5 out of 5. Impressive, huh? Next up is the industry with the happiest customers in e-commerce. Can you guess who it is? Another drum roll? It's consumer goods. Surprisingly, this catch-all industry for brands that sell everything from dog toys and eco-friendly water bottles to everything else in between had a lower automation rate than average. But because their teams kept a personal touch, they were able to keep customers extremely happy with a 4.6 out of 5 CSAT score. The top tickets consumer goods brands received were about shipping status, damaged orders, and customer feedback. And here are their stats. A first response time of 8 hours, right around average. And a resolution time of 16.4 hours, which is 2 hours faster than average. Last on our list is the industry that had the highest automation rate. You might be wondering, why does automation matter? Simple. It has the power to cut down response times, leading to more satisfied customers. With that said, the industry that maximized automation in 2023 was, final drum roll, luxury goods and jewelry, with an incredible 28% automation rate. That's almost double the industry average. Their automation cut down first response time by 1.6 hours and resolution time by 1.5 hours. Their top customer inquiries pertain to shipping status, discount requests, and reports of damaged orders. Here's one piece of advice from Caela, Director of CX at Jaxxon. It's what she has to say for other support teams.
My advice for other CX leaders is to prepare early, but be ready for change. Something I've always tried to do year after year is prepare really early for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Seems to happen earlier and earlier every year. But I think what it does is really prepares us for different possibilities and also makes us less stressed the closer you get to Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But when I say be prepared, always be ready for change. There are things that you might have prepared for your CX team that are not going to work with the marketing team or the product team or the e-com team. And you really want to be ready to just make those changes or have backup plans. Sometimes you need a different perspective on things, and that's where you should go to your team. Your agents know your customers best. And you can look at the data all you want, but you want to talk to your agents. So make sure you run things by them, get their opinion on your plans. And, if you say you have a process ready to go, but something doesn't work out, be ready to change that. I think, that's the one thing that I can really advise people on and recommend is start early. Think of all the possibilities. What are things that can go wrong? What are things that might do really well? And you want to make sure that you do more of that. In addition to that, like I said, have different perspectives. Ask for advice from different people on your team, and just try to find out how you can best adapt when things are thrown your way.
Let's give it up for the winners and her achievements in 2023. If we can all take a note from the greats, CX is all about balancing a healthy amount of automation with a touch of personality. Now, let's look closely at 4 more top performing industries and see how they handled millions of tickets and customers. We're all too familiar with how tricky shopping for clothes online can be, but no one knows this better than the apparel and fashion industry. Their support teams typically dealt with questions revolving around shipping status, returns, and refunds. It's safe to say that these tickets were most likely due to sizing and style issues. Support teams didn't let that get in their way though. They reached a lightning fast first response time of 1 business day and an impressive issue resolution rate of 2 days, courtesy of a 15% automation rate. Our next destination takes us to health, wellness, and fitness. It's been a bit of a rocky road for brands in this sector who dealt with challenging inquiries related to shipping status, subscription cancellations, and refunds. Maybe their support teams could have pushed their 15% automation rate further to streamline these repetitive inquiries. But despite a slightly longer than average first response time of 9 hours, customers were still happy with their service, giving support teams an average CSAT score 4.5 out of 5. We got to hear from Amanda over at Love Wellness, and she broke down how her team continued to level up their CX.
The biggest trend in CX this year, I think, definitely AI. I think everyone saw that across the board, kind of in tandem with automating wherever possible. I think closely behind that, second or maybe third place is personalization. I think brands have gotten much better at offering personalization in a way that doesn't feel so big brothery and feel so obvious. It's really built in at so many different touch points that it's kind of second nature to, and I think customers expect it too, that whatever they're shopping for, they're gonna get a real legitimate recommendation for something they're gonna use next, which is great. And I would say the last trend, which has been there for a while, but I think every brand and platform out there has found a way to go omni-channel in a new and exciting way that we haven't seen in past years. So huge year, I think, for robots and humans to come together in a really effective way. And I think 2024 will only offer even more.
Now let's take a stop at cosmetics, an industry that's been skyrocketing with small businesses and big celebrity brands. Customers frequently sought information about shipping status, left feedback, and reported damaged orders, which is to be expected for highly personal products that may not have the same impact on each person. To tackle these inquiries head on, support teams automated an impressive 18% of interactions, resolving response almost 3 hours faster than average at 15.8 hours. We had the privilege of speaking with several e-commerce experts who closely monitored the trends of 2023 and are now gearing up to make the upcoming year even more remarkable. These are the 3 key takeaways on what e-commerce businesses should prioritize in 2024. We live in a fast-paced era where we're fed an endless supply of new technology, and we've come to expect it. However, when it comes to business, the promise of these shiny new tools can distract us from our goals. That's exactly why the e-commerce agency Novitize strongly advocates for building a well-defined strategy. They say, by establishing clear business goals, teams can make informed decisions when selecting the most suitable tools, rather than letting the tools dictate their strategy. Who hasn't used ChatGPT at this point? Like you probably guessed, the biggest trend of the year was AI, and e-commerce experts say it's only gonna get bigger in 2024. The customer service pros at Talent Pop predict that those late to the AI game will start catching up next year, while those already using AI will concentrate on refining their current workflows to deliver support even faster. To gain a competitive edge, Talent Pop advises support teams to monitor the top AI tool, as the CX landscape is set to become increasingly saturated with AI options. With social shopping like TikTok Shop and Instagram Shopping on the rise, customers are expecting more customer service to be at their fingertips. Yotpo, a Gorgias partner and marketing platform, anticipates that customers are going to be looking for more real-time communication options from brands. In particular, that means using social media DMs as a customer service channel. If your brand isn't already using tools with social media and SMS integration like Yapo SMS, they suggest you start now. That wraps up our journey through e-commerce in 2023. I hope we were able to give you some tips on how you go into the new year with a stronger CX strategy. If you enjoyed this video, there's more where it came from. Head on over to our YouTube channel and check out our page where we cover CX tips and tricks to talk to customers and explore Gorgias' powerful features. Also, it really makes my day to see new subscribers coming in and folks engaging with our videos. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay up to date on e-commerce and Gorgias. I'm Daryl, and I'll see you on the next video. Till next time.